What if the strongest being in the universe was also the cruelest teacher imaginable? A master so demanding, he would put his own son through trials that could shatter a god's soul. Today, we delve into the story of Luo Feng, the eternal true God, and ask the chilling question, just how terrifying were his standards? Stay with us as we uncover a story of trauma, power, and a father's impossible demands. In the boundless, swirling ocean of the universe, countless civilizations rise and fall like ephemeral waves, their glories and tragedies echoing through the void. Among them, one name resonates across every starry sky, whispered in awe, worshipped with reverence, and feared with a primal dread. Luo Feng. He is the man who walked, step by agonizing step, from the humble blue planet Earth to the absolute pinnacle of all life forms, the eternal true God, a realm of power so unimaginable, so utterly transcendent, that it reshaped the very fabric of existence. After Luo Feng achieved this impossible zenith, he was no longer merely a protector of humanity. He had become the very pillar of existence for the entire human race. Every major race, every mighty faction, every supreme family across the cosmos trembled when his name was spoken. And in such an age defined by his singular, overwhelming might, a strange and chilling phenomenon began. Countless clans, from the most ancient to the most ambitious, began sending their most promising talents, their brightest stars, hoping for just one thing, that Luo Feng, the universe's strongest, would accept them as disciples. To them, it was more than just an honor. To be Luo Feng's disciple meant a guarantee of survival, a shortcut to godhood, a path that could leap over countless millennia of struggle and despair. But little did they know, the truth was far more sinister. Luo Feng's requirements for discipleship were so twisted, so extreme, so utterly inhuman, that even the most gifted geniuses often collapsed in despair. Their spirits shattered, their Tao hearts irrevocably broken. And here lies the most chilling paradox, the ultimate testament to his terrifying standards. Luo Feng's own son, Luo Hai, knelt before him, begging to be his disciple. Yet Luo Feng rejected him mercilessly. Worse, the brutal trials Luo Hai was subjected to nearly shattered his body, his mind, and his very Tao heart. So the question remains, hanging heavy in the cosmic silence, just how terrifying were Luo Feng's standards? Before we move deeper into the story, don't forget to subscribe to Anime, Verse Hubs, and share your insights in the comment. Now going back to the story. To truly understand Luo Feng's madness, to grasp the twisted logic behind his seemingly cruel demands, we must journey back to his darkest days. Luo Feng's life was not a smooth, triumphant ascent to power. From the very moment he stepped into the treacherous path of cultivation, he experienced constant, soul-searing life and death struggles. He was forced to watch comrades die, their lives extinguished in a blink. He witnessed entire civilizations be wiped out, their histories erased, their hopes turned to cosmic dust. Even Earth itself, his beloved home, came within a hair's breadth of annihilation during the great trials of Nirvana. He knew too well what it meant to be utterly powerless, to be forced to trade lives for survival, to stand on the precipice of oblivion, watching everything you cherish crumble. These scars, etched not just on his flesh, but deep into the very core of his Tao heart, never faded. They festered, hardening his resolve, twisting his perception of weakness. And so when he finally reached the eternal true God realm, when he stood at the absolute apex of existence, Luo Feng made an oath, a silent internal vow that would forever define his legacy as a master. He swore, "Those who inherit my Tao must never repeat my weakness. They must be stronger, more unshakable, and more terrifying than I ever was." From that moment on, his standards became the harshest, the most unforgiving in all of history. His cruelty was not born of malice, but of a profound trauma-induced conviction that only absolute, unyielding strength could protect what little remained. Luo Feng's twisted disciple requirements began with two fundamental, yet almost impossible conditions. First, he demanded talent beyond imagination. Not just ordinary comprehension, but talent that could eclipse his own when he was at the same level. Anyone who could not surpass his former self was deemed unworthy. Second, he demanded a Tao heart of unbreakable steel, the ability to face despair, betrayal, illusions, endless slaughter, and still never waver, never falter. But these two conditions were only the beginning. Beyond them, Luo Feng constructed 3 ultimate trials, tests so cruel, so psychologically devastating, that even a seasoned god would hesitate to endure them. And when Luo Hai, his own son, stepped forward, full of youthful hope and determination, those trials began. Imagine this, the vast, silent, starry sky, Luo Hai kneeling with trembling hands, offering his apprenticeship letter. Behind Luo Feng, a projection of divine law spanning 12 light years, burst forth, bathing the cosmos in radiant, terrifying power. Every watching clan gasped in awe. Surely the son of Luo Feng, the inheritor of his bloodline, would be accepted. But then the trial began. First test, genetic recombination. With a flick of his finger, Luo Feng shattered Luo Hai's genes. His cells split apart, then recombined in an endless, agonizing cycle of madness. One moment he was human, his form familiar. The next, a grotesque Zerg queen, writhing with alien instincts. Then, a cold, unfeeling mechanoid, his consciousness trapped in circuits. And finally, a ravenous space beast, driven by primal hunger. The pain was indescribable, each transformation ripping at his very soul, tearing at his sense of self. Then came the cruelest illusion. Trapped in the body of a golden-horned beast, Luo Hai watched helplessly as it devoured Earth, tore his parents limb from limb, and shattered the planet into dust. This sight, though only an illusion, cracked his Tao heart. To Luo Hai, it was real, too real. Second test, the time-space paradox. Next, Luo Feng created an entire simulated universe where time flowed 1,000,000 times faster. In this world, humanity was struck by a deadly pandemic. Luo Hai was tasked with finding a cure. He searched for centuries, then millennia, watching civilizations fall, empires crumble, and children die by the billions. After 3,000 years of relentless, desperate struggle, he finally discovered the truth. The virus originated from his own research. Humanity's downfall, the suffering of countless generations, was caused by him. This realization shattered what remained of his Tao heart. His guilt became unbearable, a cosmic weight, and his soul screamed under the pressure of his own catastrophic failure. Final test, the ultimate choice. But Luo Feng was not done. He conjured the most merciless illusion yet. Shuxin, Luo Hai's beloved mother, was possessed by the ultimate villain, the devourer of the starry sky. Luo Hai was given a single second to choose, sacrifice his own life to kill his mother and save the universe, or hesitate, protect his family, and let the entire cosmos burn. And Luo Hai hesitated. In that single agonizing instant, the universe collapsed in flames. His failure was absolute. When Luo Hai collapsed unconscious, despair clouded his eyes. In that moment, he understood. To his father, blood meant nothing, only strength and Tao heart mattered. Broken, defeated, his spirit shattered by the very man he called father. If Luo Feng's own blood could not pass these tests, who in the universe possibly could? The answer will surprise you. Find out who succeeded where the son of a god failed in part 2 of our story. Make sure you are subscribed with notifications on so you don't miss the epic conclusion. What do you think of these trials so far? Let us know in the comments below.